like the Tutupu family, Lofa and his father, or you have the Manning family, which Father Archie and Eli and Peyton. But, I don't think there's one that has more numerous players in a family, especially over 2 generations, that have competed at this level and been successful at this level. I mean, you look at Uncle Joey has numerous Pro Bowls. Our father went to the Pro Bowl, played in the Super Bowl, and knowing that, and then me adding to that designation of playing this league for over 5 years, and also winning 2 Super Bowls, starting, that just adds to our family legacy. And then hopefully when you decide to make it to this level, that you'll actually add a building block as well. And it's something that I take very seriously, and I try and uplift and honor our family by my play and by my attitude and by my works as a professional athlete, to make sure that for future generations, they'll have a way paid for them, so that when they get to this level, they understand it's a standard for our family. It's not only to be here, but to excel and make this game better because of it.
So, wow. Thanks for that, bro. So,
yeah, a little verbose. We got a little wordy.
Yeah. So, what advice can you give young players today?
Well, one of the biggest things, I actually have a foundation in Florida. We do football camps, we do youth literacy and education. The biggest thing I'm going to say is education's first. Above all else, having an education at least gives you the key to open the door. It doesn't matter how much athletic ability you have. I've seen some of the best, most phenomenal athletes as teammates come and go. And it was because they didn't have the education. They couldn't stay in school. And that's one of the things that I always try and preach to these kids. I said, it's one thing if you have the ability, out there in the playground and out in the yard, to be the best kid in the block. But if you can't make the grades, you can't get on the field to show everybody else that same thing that a couple of people might see. And education comes first. You have to keep a GPA so that you can play. The second thing is just attitude. Attitude and mental toughness are the things that are going to carry you forward. Having attitude to say that I don't know everything, but I want to learn everything. Be a sponge. Learn everything you can. Listen to your coaches. Listen to individuals who've been there. Listen to their experiences and their stories, and use it to empower you. And I think that's one of the things, because life's going to try and knock you down. People are going to try and knock you down continually, and that's one of the things I've learned throughout my years. I didn't start playing football until I was in high school, and as I got to be a junior and senior, the local paper was writing about how horrible I was and how I wasn't going to get a college scholarship, and how if I did get a college scholarship, I'd sit the bench my entire career. And I used it as fuel. I said, I know what I have. I know what I can do, and I have the mental toughness to get through that. And then when I was in college, people said he'll never make it in the pros. He doesn't have the desire. He doesn't have the will. He doesn't have the want to. He's not going to make it in this league. Or if he does make it to this league, he's not going to make an impact in this league. And so every step along the way, there were people that were doubters, naysayers, and I just chose to listen to myself, and that's where mental toughness comes in, being able to listen to yourself and know what you can do, and to go out there and prove it despite whatever the odds are. And I'm blessed, to be here today and know that, I helped my team win 2 Super Bowls and started at 2 different positions. And to be able to constantly compete in this league and help my team win games, and, prolong my career in itself, to make it over the average NFL career, which is 3.4 years currently, to make it going into my 8th season, to be above average in that respect. And I don't take it lightly. I don't take it gently. This is something that I love to do. And, I want to continue to do it for as long as I can, or as long as my body tells me I can, at least. And from there, move on to another phase of my life and hopefully continually help people. This is a great platform where you can really make a difference in the lives of not only, your family, your friends, but to affect entire communities, to affect the entire country, and what you do. And it's a tremendous privilege and a lot of responsibility at the same time. So if I can say anything to the youth, education comes first before anything else. You put a book in your hand before you put a football in it, and you'll always be in the right direction. And the skills that you learn on the football field, if you don't make it into college, as a football player and you make it on an academic scholarship, you're still in college. And if you do make it on a football scholarship and you have aspirations playing in the NFL and you don't, you still have an education to go lead people in a different type of way. And the skills that you learn on the football field can be applied not only in the classroom, but in the boardroom. And those skills will carry you throughout life, and you can use those principles that sports have taught you about teamwork, team building, leadership. All those things apply in every aspect of work, life outside of sports. And to keep kids continually empowered by that, because that physical activity is one thing, but using the mental activities within that is tremendous.
Wow. Thank you, bro, for this wealth of information for all of us. All right? So this has been Max Starks with Ron Browner. Thank you for listening.